Hey everyone, Ali West here, AW Personal Training. This week in this newsletter we're going to talk about nutrition mainly, and we're going to look in particular at one particular meal, which is breakfast. So often I get asked by clients, what should I have for breakfast? What's a healthy option to have for breakfast? And two, they sometimes say, should I be having breakfast? Okay, so we're going to cover 5 particular areas in this newsletter and focus on 5 key things for breakfast. And hopefully this will answer your burning question of what should I have for breakfast. So the first thing that we're going to focus on is that you must have breakfast. Okay, number one, you've got to have it. It's so important to have breakfast because for me it's the most important meal of the day. So you've been asleep for 8, 9, 10 hours. You've fasted for all that time without having any nutrients or any energy into your body. So you're going to need to eat first thing in the morning. So wake up, get your breakfast straight away, and that's going to set you up for the day, and that's going to make sure that your metabolism is working through the day and that you're not going hungry too soon. So you've got to have it, number one. Okay, number two is it's all about preparation and planning breakfast. So just like anything in your day, your work day, your training, also your nutrition, you've got to plan it. You've got to prepare and you've got to plan. If you don't know what you're having or you're not prepared, 2 things are going to happen. You're either going to, 1, not have breakfast at all, or 2, you're going to go for the quickest and easiest option, which usually is the unhealthiest option as well. So make sure you plan and prepare. Whether that's writing out a meal plan or you planning the night before what you're having and you know exactly what you're going to have the next day, either of those options work, but you've got to make sure you know where that breakfast is coming from. So first thing is you've got to have it. The second thing is you've got to plan and you've got to prepare it. Number 3, what we're going to look at is try and eat a high protein breakfast. Okay, so try and eat protein for breakfast. So if you don't know what protein is, we're looking at flesh from animals, so either fish or meat, or we're looking at poultry, so stuff like eggs. So if you can have something like scrambled eggs and smoked salmon, that's a great breakfast to have. So that's going to set you up right for the day. The reason why protein is so good at breakfast is because it gives you that sensation of feeling full. So a lot of people have cereal or toast. They have that at 7 o'clock in the morning, then by 8:30, 9, they're hungry again. If you have a high protein breakfast, fish, eggs, meat for breakfast, then it's going to give you that full sensation throughout the morning, and you're not going to want to snack or eat anything unhealthy by 9 or 9:30. So protein is really vital. If I'm honest, you should be eating protein at most meal times. So it might feel a little bit weird at first having meat or eggs or fish for breakfast, but once you get in a routine of doing it, then it'll become just normal, just like it was to eat cereal. It's just because we've been, I guess, it drilled into us that we've got to have cereal for breakfast ever since we're little. You feel a bit weird having eggs or protein or meat for breakfast, but trust me, after a few days of doing it, you get in the routine. So number 1, you've got to have breakfast. Number 2, you've got to plan and prepare it. And number 3, try and eat protein. Okay, sometimes it's not always accessible to have protein, or you might be structured by time or limited by time, so you've got to look at other alternatives. Okay, so in an ideal world, protein for breakfast, but if not, we can look at other alternatives. So healthier alternatives. The next one I'm going to speak about is porridge. Okay, so rolled porridge oats are also really great because they're a slow releasing carbohydrate, so the energy is released gradually over the day. It's not like a quick spike of sugar and then you're hungry again. You will release that energy slowly throughout the morning. It's important that the oats are rolled pure porridge oats, organic preferably, because they've got the most nutritional value in. If you get something like Quaker oats with golden syrup that you slam in the microwave for 2 minutes, there's little to no nutritional value there, and also again you're going to eat that and feel hungry again about 9 o'clock. So Scottish porridge oats, you can get them in the supermarket, you can get them in the health food shop. They're a great option. Another option that you can have, especially if you're a busy individual and you're on the run, is you can have a shake or a smoothie for breakfast. So a protein shake is going to give you lots of nutrients, it's going to fill you up, and that's great because you can drink that on the go. And the same with a smoothie. Smoothie, obviously a little bit more prep and a little bit more planning, But if you did it the night before, you can just whack that in the fridge and take it with you the next day and drink it on the move. So in that porridge, you could put oats, you could put protein, you could put fruit, you could put veg. It's entirely up to you. You can go as crazy or as simple as you want with a smoothie. So there's some good healthy alternatives. Wherever possible, try and stay away from cereals. So stuff like you see in a box, Frosties, cornflakes, Special K, bran flakes, all of that sort of stuff is just packed full of nasties. Really, there's very little nutritional value in cereal. So try and have protein or porridge or a smoothie or a shake for breakfast. So number one, you've got to have breakfast. Number two, you've got to plan and prepare it. Number three, you've got to eat protein wherever possible. If not, then you're going to go for number four, which is some of the healthy alternatives that I've just mentioned. So last thing that we're going to talk about on my 5 steps to having a great breakfast and what you should eat for breakfast is variation is key. Okay, just like anything, just like your training, just like your nutrition, just like your lifestyle, the more varied it is, the more you're going to stick with it and the more interesting it's going to be. So if you just say, right, it's scrambled eggs today, scrambled eggs tomorrow, scrambled eggs on Wednesday, scrambled eggs on Thursday, eventually you're going to get bored. Okay, so you've got to vary it up. So again, that comes back to my second point of preparation and planning. You've got to be organized with it, and then you can see what you're going to have throughout the week. So you might say, day one, I'm going to have scrambled eggs and smoked salmon. Day two, I'm going to try a smoothie. Day three, porridge. Day four, I might have bacon and eggs. Day five, you get the idea. Okay, so variation is key. Mix it up just like any of your meals, and then you're going to stick to it, and it's going to be better. So I hope this video has been useful for what you should eat for breakfast. Wherever possible, try and eat protein. If that's a struggle, then your next best option is porridge, smoothie, or a shake. And if you've got any more questions on this, or you want to shoot me over some questions, just hit me on the email or Facebook or Twitter. And if you like this newsletter this week as well, please share it with your friends, because I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that want to get some education and get some ideas on health and nutrition. Thanks for watching, guys, and look out for my video and my newsletter next week. Cheers.